Korean civilization. Strengths. The Koreans have a 50% wood discount on their archers and infantry units. This makes their archers very potent throughout the game, especially as they also receive the archer armor technologies for free and have every upgrade available. Their melee infantry units are also solid, lacking only blast furnace, with their halberdiers benefiting from the discount. Their navy also has a 20% wood discount, and they also receive full upgrades on their galleons and fast-fire ships. Their ability to gather stone faster than other civilizations allows them to build up their defense quickly. Their towers upgrade automatically, and with the Eupseong unique technology, their standard towers gain +2 range, allowing them to attack units from further away and to take the enemy down before they get too close, including generic bombard cannons. Their unique technology Shinkichon increases the range of Mangonels, and their team bonus reduces their minimum range to 1. The War Wagon, the Korean unique unit, is a powerful and heavily armored but relatively slow cavalry archer. They are effective support units and can last a long time in battle due to their durability. A similar story applies to their turtle ships. Weaknesses. Korean cavalry are weak, missing the paladin and camel rider in addition to the bloodlines, blast furnace, and plate barding armor technologies. A similar story applies for their cavalry archers, which also lack Parthian tactics. The Koreans lack the demolition ship line, which means they have a hard time retaking water if they fall behind. The Koreans also lack heresy, which when combined with their previously mentioned poor hussars, means they have a tough time when facing conversions. The Korean economy is slow, lacking crop rotation and any economic bonuses besides faster stone gathering, so they are forced to go aggressive or use their powerful units to pull ahead. Strategy. Koreans have one of the best navies in the game, combined with one of the best defenses in the game. They have a good offensive game as well with their discounted archers. In early game, Koreans will want to make an archer rush. The wood discount makes amassing their archers much easier and faster early on. They receive the archer armor technologies for free, which means they can face off against enemy archers fairly well. As they receive full upgrades, the archer line is great for the Koreans during any stage of the game. The War Wagon is another great unit for the Koreans thanks to its bulkiness and decent range in attack. The Koreans also get great siege onagers, as well as fully upgraded bombard cannons. The halberdier should be the main unit used by the Koreans as a buffer for their ranged units, as they have a significant discount. With their poor economy, the Koreans are best when they can build themselves up, such as closed maps. They also will have to be put on the defensive, but luckily their discounted halberdiers and skirmishers, along with their tower bonuses, mean they can function on the defensive as well. On the sea, the wood discount means they have a massive boost to production throughout the game. While they do not get demolition ships, their discount more than makes up for it. They also have the turtle ship, which can be useful when more power is needed. Strategy changes in the definitive edition. Koreans lose their ability to build fortifications faster, and watchtowers HP is reduced to 700 in the feudal age. In the castle age, they still have 1200 HP. Despite this, their tower rush is still a viable tactic, just a bit harder to make it and succeed. This ability was replaced with a new bonus: military units, except siege weapons, cost -15% wood. This new bonus enables them to make an archer rush. As they are now cheaper, their archers can also better support a tower rush, a cavalry archer rush in the castle H, better defense with the halberdier and skirmisher line. Of course, this also makes them better in trash wars, enables them to spam more war wagons for the same wood, and, probably the most important, their entire navy is cheaper, including the turtle ship, so they can save also much more wood in naval encounters. It is important to note that this wood discount was increased to 20% in Update 39284, further improving the viability of their mentioned options, while both the war wagon and turtle ship got their wood costs adjusted to balance them. Alliances. As a defensive civilization, Koreans make great support, with their stone mining bonus, their free tower upgrades and bonuses, so they can stand at the front line, defending the team by turtling themselves and the team. Their powerful units and discounted archers mean they can also play an active role. With a plethora of ranged options, the Koreans work best with a teammate with great ranged options. The Korean team bonus helps out any ally that makes siege. Saracens. The Saracens' counterweights siege onagers appreciate the reduced minimum range, and the Saracens give the Koreans' archer extra building damage. Slavs. The Slavs have cheaper siege onagers which benefit from the Korean bonus, and the Slavs' great infantry and boyars work great with the Koreans' ranged support. Teutons. The Teutons appreciate the Korean bonus with their siege onagers, and the Koreans appreciate the conversion resistance. Additionally, the Teutons have great melee options in their Teutonic knights and infantry/cavalry with extra melee armor, and the Koreans specialize in great ranged options with their archers and war wagons. Vikings. Not only do both civilizations have great naval units, but their navies cover the other's weakness, as the Vikings lack fire ships and the Koreans lack demolition. Ships, and their land militaries also have good synergy. Advantages vs other civilizations. The war wagon, being a bulky ranged unit with high pierce armor, counters most archer types, scorpions, and cavalry archers. Its high hit points allow it to function as a mobile, attacking wall. Civilizations who rely on archers and slash or scorpions will struggle against them. The turtle ship, being a tanky vessel with a high melee attack, is great as a powerful naval unit that can win fights through its power. As they have boosted onagers with reduced minimum range, and their range amplified by Shinkichon, they have a huge advantage against civilizations that rely on massed units. Defensively, they have an advantage against civilizations that rely on raiding, thanks to their strong towers. Additionally, the extra range on their towers allows them to outrange bombard cannons, making them hard to take out if the attacker lacks siege ram. As they can perform an archer rush, they have an advantage in open maps against civilizations who struggle in the early game. As they have cheaper halberdiers and skirmishers, they can effectively counter civilizations that may rely on cavalry archers or cavalry archers. This also puts them at an advantage in the trash wars, especially against civilizations with poor trash line or that lack a proper trash buster unit. Disadvantages vs other civilizations. The war wagon's high cost makes it a difficult unit to amass. Despite being a good replacement for demolition ships, turtle ships are slow, have poor conversion defense and are expensive, so civilizations with good galleons or ranged ships can hit and run them, and they are at risk against monks in shore combats, especially against civilizations that have good monks. Situational advantages. As their villagers have an extensive line of sight, Koreans have a very distinct advantage on nomad maps as they can find a better spot to create their first town center, while having an edge in scouting on this particular map. On the Budapest map, as every player has a double startup, 2 town centers, double villagers, and 2 scouts, they also get an advantage, as again, their villagers get more line of sight, enabling them to have a better initial spot on their resources, while also considering making a villager an extra scout, as they will have 6 villagers on this map. On amphibious maps, especially in the maps included in the Rise of the Rajas expansion, their tanky turtle ship can deal severe damage to land units and buildings. On closed maps like Black Forest, Koreans have an advantage thanks to their magnificent long-range towers and the fact they gather stone faster and create walls and towers faster, so they can make their way to Imperial Age and boom. Also, as they have good onagers, they can exploit them on these maps to sneak out and take their opponent by surprise. On Fortress, as players start with pre-deployed walls and towers, their tower bonuses also give them a defensive edge. There are some maps with high amounts of stone, such as Socotra and Golden Pit. If a Korean player manages to reach these large stone deposits, they will get a huge advantage as they will deplete them fast, neglecting other players to take that stone. As they have a wood discount on military units, except siege weapons, they can get a substantial advantage on maps or in situations where wood starts to become scarce. Thank you for watching the video. Please give me a like or follow me so I have the motivation to create more new videos. Chanel Jahamvwi, thanks you very much.